It is episode 40 of Deadpool Diaries, and Wrexham are no longer in the race for automatic promotion. Let's forget about that. It ain't going to happen. Mathematically, it's not going to happen. But we are in the race for the playoffs. Now, we have secured a place, but there are 6 points separating the top 4 teams in the playoffs. So we're all jockeying for position, and these could be the most important 2 league games of the season. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 40 of the FM21 Deadpool Diaries. Yeah, we're out with the automatic promotion race. We cannot get more points than Aston Villa in our last 2 games, but now is a race to see where we're going to finish in the playoffs. Ideally, we want to be 3rd, because we face the weaker team in Reading. But Reading have already beaten us this year, so I don't know if we do want to face Reading or not. But these last 2 games could define our season. So if you are excited about where we're going to finish, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel to look forward to more Deadpool Diaries. So there's only 2 games you missed out on in between. We did draw against Stoke 2-2. Again, disappointing, but we did win. We beat Walsall 2-1, so we are on a winning streak of 1 game, but we are on a winning streak. So we're going to go to Brentford and Bristol City, 11th and 15th in the league, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the other teams are getting on. So this is the lineup, and I've slightly tweaked the formation. I've changed Jewel to an inverted winger, and Saws and Relish have kind of mixed around the roles a bit, so we're a little bit experimenting. Same kind of formation, but, you know, we're tweaking things a little bit. So we got Walton in goal, Bello, Harris, Edmondson and Emmanuel at the back, Relish and Barlow in the middle, Jewel, Saws and Knight, who's back after suspension, and Jarvis, who scored 2 goals in his last game, will start for Wrexham. So, I would like to finish 3rd, but in the playoffs, anybody can beat anybody. So I'm going to give them a bit of a pumping of the fists. Apparently we're underdogs, even though they're in 11th, and we've already secured a playoff place. So I'm not quite sure how that works out, but we are going up against Brentford, away from home. Between us, Nottingham Forest, Watford and Reading, it is all to play for. Jewel on the ball, but he does lose out to Moore. I've given Jewel the instruction of shoot less often, because with his 6 finishing, he ain't going to be scoring goals anytime soon. As De Silva plays it into Miller in the box, puts it wide. First chance for Brentford. Coming up to half-time, 0-0 the score. We are winning the possession battle, but we're not doing much with it at this moment in time. But we are ahead on the XG. So I'm going to give them pleased how things are going. I'm really not. I'm more just meh. We're drawing, I guess. But Geezer Jarvis 6.4, Ben Knight 6.3, Callum Barlow 6.4. So Knight's going to be the man to make way. Young can come on for him. Like for like swap there. I am going to tell the guys to work balls into the box, because I know that we seem to have a very high ratio of shots going off target, but we're going to see how we get on. We're currently in 4th. Something needs to change. Nothing is happening. So Jan Malachar can come on for Jarvis as he's on 6.3. Another one who's underperforming. I'm going to give a rare team talk to Jan Malachar, because I don't normally do team talks when it comes to bringing people off. I really should, to be honest with you, but we'll confirm the sub. Can we get a goal? From the throw, Relish to Emmanuel, pumps it upfield, tries to find Malachar, does get there. Saws, plays it to Barlow, good ball to Jewel. Jewel gets it in the box, Malachar heads it down, but Young's got a lot of work to do, but he beats the man! Doesn't beat the post. That's the closest we've got all game. 80th minute, we're ahead on XG, nothing else really going our way. But we've got Callum Barlow's on a 6.3. He can be the next man to come off. We'll bring Sivadursky from the bench there. We're going to try and go a little bit less higher tempo, more direct. We're going to shoot on sight, which is completely the opposite of what I wanted them to do. But we're going to try and just get a goal at any means necessary. We'll go attacking for our wing-backs, push them a little bit further forward, try everything we can to find a goal. And Young from the corner, headed away. But Edmondson should get there first. The changes have gone through. So will this be the catalyst for a goal? Malakar's through. Malakar shoots. Malakar scores. It's disallowed. Oh, so close. Goal kick to Brentford. We've just had the disallowed goal, but Emmanuel pumps a field. Jewell's on his own. He's the wrong man to be on his own. The wrong man. 6 finishing. Jewell's not going to score. I've even put on his individual tactics to shoot less often. And he was the man that was on his own. 90th minute. It's all Wrexham. Oh, come on, we need to win this game. Soars puts a free kick in. It's off the line from the keeper. Oh, it's going to be a draw. And I tell you what, at the moment, we just can't win games. I know we won our last game, but we're struggling to win games, which we don't want going into the playoffs. And look at those stats. 16 shots, 7 on target, 1.79 XG. I mean, don't be fair, Brentford had 12 shots, 3 on target themselves. I'll praise them because I don't want to get their morale down for the playoffs, but what does that mean for the league table? We are still a point behind Nottingham Forest, and now there's only 3 points separating the top 4 teams. Well, excluding Villa and Birmingham. Relish has got a bruised knee, but I think Nottingham Forest haven't played, so they haven't played their game. So they could secure, they're still in the race for automatic promotion. But look at the schedule, man. I mean, look at that. Since Blackburn, we're struggling to win games. Only 2 wins in the last, month and a half? But we go to Bristol City. If Forest do win their game, we're not going to finish 3rd. But we do run the risk of dropping even further down the table. But we will come back for the last game of the season. Nottingham Forest lost their game in hand. So that does mean the top 4 teams in the playoffs are separated by 3 points. And who does each other play? So Wrexham, we play Bristol City. Watford play Blackburn, they're in 11th. Reading, who do they play? Reading will play Millwall. Millwall are 17th. And Nottingham Forest, who are they playing? They're playing Hull, who are in 15th. So we're all playing quite low teams. But I really would like to get into 3rd. Although Reading have climbed ahead of Watford, they are in 5th. So it's all changing. The playoffs are all changing. And this is going to determine who we face in the playoffs. So we've got Walton in goal, Bello, Harris, Edmondson and Bogle, who comes back after being injured. Stiller and Barlow in the midfield. Idrissi, Young and Knight. I'm going to swap Barlow and Stiller around. And Malakar comes in as Jarvis didn't really play that well in the last game. And I'm thinking, I can't remember the last time we won on camera. To be honest with you, not in this recording session anyway, so I'm hoping we can actually win a game on camera. That would be fantastic. So I'm going to say we are the favourites for this game, and we just got to hope that Nottingham Forest do drop points. We can overtake them, go into 3rd, but to be honest with you, whether it be Watford, Reading or Nottingham Forest, it's going to be a tough time in the Championship playoffs. Coming up to half-time, and Bristol City are literally putting every player behind the ball. They've only got 2 midfielders and a striker. No wonder there's been no highlights. They're literally playing the most defensive football in the world. I don't know why. They've got nothing to play for. So I can tell the team there's more to come. You've got what it takes. But looking at the stats here, 6 Ben Knight, he's another one. Him and Idrissi are both the same. Very inconsistent. They can have one good game and then the next game they're absolutely god-awful. So, Ben Knight, sort yourself out, mate. Ben Knight, come on now. But we'll start shooting on sight. And we're going to go a little bit more direct to try and take the game to Bristol City. Clearly, they're playing for a 0-0, but can we get any goals in the second half? First highlight of the game, and it comes an hour into this game, and you can tell just Bristol City are just putting everybody behind the ball. Stiller plays it back to Idrissi. Can he make something happen? Callum Barlow out to Bogle. Can Bogle get a ball in the box? Back to Barlow. Somebody just pull the trigger. George Bello plays it back to Harris. We're just waiting for someone to make a run. There's the run. There's the goal. All it needed was someone to make the run, and Jan Malakar does get the goal, and that will hopefully put us higher in the league. I'm not sure where we are going to be in the league table. Malakar's pulled the calf muscle, but he scored a goal, so I'm happy about that. So 1-0 up. Where does that put us in the league table? Let's wait for the highlight to finish. And that puts us right. Okay, we don't need to see the offside call. We are up to third. We are up to third with a win. But there is an immediate highlight straight after. So, you know, we have an hour without highlights, and then we get 2 in 2 minutes. But at night, he's 1-on-1, gets a goal. 2-0 Wrexham. Sensational strike. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that will get us third place in the championship. A quick fire double from the Dragons. We just overwhelmed them with numbers. Knight was 1-on-1. He put it in. It's about time he had a good game. 2-0 Wrexham. 80th minute. We are still third the way things stand. So we will bring Ben Young off because he's looking a bit tired. We'll move Relish to attacking midfield because Relish is very versatile. He can play attacking midfield, centre midfield, and right back. So we'll certainly move him there. Give him a go in attacking midfield, see how he gets on. But 10 minutes to go. Can we hang on for the win and third place in the playoffs? But we get another highlight. To be fair, unless they score 2 quick goals, I'm not that concerned. I'm more worried about games elsewhere at this point. But we'll watch Relish get on the end of this ball. He's got options ahead of him. Finds Malakar. Malakar gets into the box, takes a shot. Tipped over the bar. 5 minutes to go. It is all Wrexham. Reading are losing. Millwall are beating Reading. So all the sides are struggling bar Wrexham. And who would have thought that would have happened? Nottingham Forest, they're 3-2 now. Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening. And the highlights, of course, come thick and fast now. We didn't get any highlights for an hour. But then second half, the game comes to life. And the good news is that Wrexham are the team that are in the ascendancy. We gain to benefit from the current results. Relish finds Malakar. That's going to be 3. Game over in this game, which is a brilliant last game to get before we get into the playoffs. But as I mentioned, I'm more worried at this point what the results are elsewhere. But Knight plays it into Relish. He holds it up, finds Malakar. He slots it in. We are going to get 3 points. But what about the other teams? Coming up to full time, it does look like we're going to get third place. But it all depends on results elsewhere. I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the performance. But what does that mean? We do finish third. Nottingham Forest lost. Watford drew. And Reading lost as well. So we were the only team to win of all the sides in the playoffs, which gives us a massive confidence boost going into the playoffs. Walsh bids farewell to Bristol City. Malakar's on form. And we will be going in the playoffs. And we will be playing Reading in the playoffs as we finish third. They finish 6th. So unfortunately, we got to go back to the team that we only recently lost to. But we'll skip ahead until we get the confirmation of who we will be playing. There's the confirmation. EFL Championship draws Wrexham against Reading. So that'll be who we do play in the playoffs. We should have, yes, we got the second game at home, which is good news for us. So next time we will be bringing you the playoffs in the Championship. Reading against Wrexham. Watford and Nottingham Forest in the other semi-final. So it's all to play for in the Championship. We are at the end game now, my friends, with 3 potential games away from the Premier League. But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2021 content. We will be uploading Deadpool Diaries every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. You don't want to miss any more episodes coming up, guys. It's all heating up as Wrexham go into the Championship playoffs starting from next episode. Thank you very much for watching.